We want to know what Yu-Gi-Oh would be like if older sets rotated out like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering. So, each episode, Cody and I will be opening one box for each progressive set. After 2 years worth of sets, the oldest year will be axed and all of its cards become unusable. However, at the start of each match, we will be given 5 points and gain an extra one for each win. Those points can be spent on any card from the previous 3 sets, with prices increasing with rarity. Welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rotation Series. Hello and welcome to Isaac's Cozy Corner, where we wear blankets and play cards and drink Arizona iced tea. So we're into Legacy of Darkness here, this set, and it has some pretty interesting cards. First off, we have Yata-garasu. It's a spirit card, which means when you summon it during the end phase, it goes back to your hand. And all the spirit cards have that effect, but Yata-garasu has by far the best actual effect, to where when you attack into your opponent and deal life point damage, they skip their next draw phase, and it can just really lock people out of games. If I could pick this up, then it'd be great for my hand rip strategy. Other than that, we have Dark Ruler Hades, which cannot be special summoned from the graveyard, but negates the effects of monsters destroyed by battle with feed monsters you control, which is really good against Cody's recruiters and flip monsters. Lesser Fiend could be interesting because you banish any monster destroyed by battle, which also gets around his recruiters. Bark of the Dark Ruler could be a pretty cool battle trap for when we get out of 2002 cards. Double Snare is pretty much just against Jinzo. It doesn't really have any other uses right now, so I don't think I'm going to be picking or playing any of these. Here we have some warrior monsters, but they don't really do a whole lot generally, except for Exiled Force, which contribute itself to destroy any one of your opponent's monsters, which can be really helpful for if we need some extra removal. Now, Reinforcement of the Army is an amazing spell card, as you can search for any level 4 or lower warrior monster from your deck, and people shorten it to Rhoda, so any effect that came after this that's similar as a search effect is called a Rhoda-like effect. It's just that good. And down here we have some dragon cards, and I think some of the dragon cards are pretty cool in this set. I think it'd be kind of fun playing a dragon deck if we can pull some of these high value cards, but mostly because they have a lot of good common spells and traps that provide really good support, just generally. Fiber Jar is banned for a reason. If you flip it, then it basically resets the entire game, other than the life points, but man, that can really get you out of some jams if you use it right. Now, Woodland Sprite is something that I'm kind of looking for, because you can send one equip card that it's equipped to the graveyard to inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent, which I think I could make a funny deck out of that if I pull 2 or 3 of this guy. Arknight Parshath is an amazing ultra rare. Inflict piercing battle damage, and when you do, draw 1 card. Here we have the spirit monsters, which most of them are unfortunately kind of unplayable because it uses your normal summon, which you generally really want. Although if I'm able to pick up an Asura Priest, I wouldn't mind that, because it can attack all your opponent's monsters once each. So if you're able to buff her up a little bit, then she can just basically be a board wipe. A Legendary Ocean single-handedly makes all water monsters playable. Is kind of crazy. Now, Smoke Grenade of the Thief would be kind of interesting, because if you attach it to Woodland Sprite, then Woodland Sprite can just straight up pop it, deal 500 life points of damage to the opponent, and then you also get Smoke Grenade's effect, where when it's destroyed by a card effect, look at your opponent's hand and discard 1 card. So honestly, if I'm able to pull a couple of each, which they're common, so hopefully I will, that's a combo I'm really going to be wanting to play. And here we have Creature Swap, which I actually wouldn't mind picking up, because it swaps a creature from you and your opponent. And I have this card, Amoeba, where if you swap its control to your opponent, then it deals 2,000 life point damage to them. Absolutely insane. Second Coin Toss would probably be kind of useful if we pick one up, just because we have all those Jirai Gumos. Royal Oppression is one of the strongest cards in the game, and it only comes as a rare, so chances are Cody and I are gonna have it. This is gonna be floating around quite a bit, and basically the only out to it is Cody's Jinzo at this point. I don't know what else is going to do it. Bottomless Trap Hole is a pretty good rare, as it's a form of removal and it's low rarity, so at least we might have some access to it, or we can buy some if we don't nab one. Last turn is really good in conjunction with Jagan the Spiritualist, which I have 2 of, so if I pull last turn, I'm definitely going to be playing that. Unless the Injection Fairy Lily would be a pretty nice pickup, as it is able to deal 3,400 damage, and that is a lot, even if it does cost 2,000 life points, but that is a-okay. Now, as far as the card buys go, I do have 8 points to work with here, and I don't really want to buy anything from the 2002 sets because we're going to have diminishing returns on those cards. So I'm going to just buy something from Labyrinth of Nightmare. It's going to be Mage Power. It'll put me down to 5 points as it is an Ultra, it costs 4, but I think that this set is going to have a lot of really fun equip spell shenanigans, and I'm honestly just looking to really capitalize on that as much as I can. You know what? I won 3 games in a row. I can afford to have a little bit of fun with some deck building here. It's going to be funny. Anyway, I'm baking the last 5 because there are better cards in Legacy of Darkness than there is Labyrinth of Nightmare that I would personally want to pick up. So with that, I'm just going to pass it off to Cody for his point buys.
I'm so bad at Yu-Gi-Oh! It happened. Isaac outskilled, outplayed, and outlucked me for the first three-peat of the series. I know, it's my fault. It's my unfortunate circumstance that Cyberjar happens to give Isaac all of his good cards, and me, giant rat with no targets in the deck. But I can't give up now. If you listen closely, there are 100,000 Cicada stands outside cheering for me to keep moving forward, to claim the victory out of Isaac's hands. I can't give up. I won't give up! But I will stop making really bad puns about G's Right Gumroad. When it comes to these next card buys, I am putting Isaac on picking up one of 2 cards. Isaac's either going to pick up a quick play back row removal such as Dust Tornado or Mystical Space Typhoon, taking a page out of my book from last episode, or he's going to be picking up Torrential Tribute. After this episode, there are only 3 sets left before the first rotation, and once 2002 rotates, cards like Raigeki and Dark Hole are going to be no longer playable, making Torrential Tribute one of the few, if not the only, board wipe for the next episodes to come. So with that being said, I've thought about this long and hard, and I've decided to pick up exactly 1 card. I will be picking up a singular copy of Torrential Tribute because Isaac isn't going to be expecting it. He seems to feel free to just summon all willy-nilly. But when I flip that Torrential Tribute on his full board of 5 trying to attack me for game, he'll have to start thinking twice about swarming the board with multiple monsters. Because after I flip it on him this episode, he's gonna need to expect it and think about it for the episodes to come. Torrential Tribute being an ultra rare is 4 points. I believe I have 6, so that'll put me at 2 points that I'm going to hold on to for the next couple sets. So now that I've purchased my tea, it's time to move on and say hello to Legacy of Darkness, my old friend. Open up 24 packs starting now. First pack of Legacy of Darkness, and we get one of the funniest cards ever printed, and really nothing else. Pack number 2, we open it up and we get a Super Robo-Yao. Bad reaction to Samochi might be funny if Isaac tries to play Burn, some kind of life point gain. Maybe I can bad reaction him out of Solemn Wishes. It's just something to think about. Pack number 3, and there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Bottomless Trap Hole. This is definitely going to be seen play, like 100%. Even if I only pull the 1 copy, it's going in the deck. Pack number 4, and we get really nothing. Yeah, I guess we'll move on to pack number 5. Yep, still nothing. Pack number 6, and we get another bottomless trap hole. That's pretty good. We take those. We take the small wins where we can get them. Pack number 7, I don't recall any good hollows in this set that I can think of. I think most of the cards I want in the rares. Shadow Tamer is an interesting one if Isaac starts to recede back into his Fiend Dark Energy deck. Shadow Tamer's definitely going to be the counter for that. Pack number 8, and really nothing again. Pack number 9, let's see what pack number 9 can get me. Oh, yeah, still nothing. Pack number 10, we still haven't seen any hollows yet, but realistically I only need the rares, so let's just keep going. That's not really a rare that I needed. It's Lesser Fiend. It's a 2100 1 tribute. Pack number 11, and really still nothing. Pack number 12, we're hitting the halfway point, and we get a warrior returning alive. This set, I think, has a lot of warrior stuff that if I can pull enough of it, I might go for like an Earth Warrior deck. But so far, I'm not pulling the pieces. Warrior Digrepher is actually pretty good, but other than that, Mysterious Guard, but really, I'm still not getting what I need.
Oh boy, and here we are, 24 packs of Legacy of Darkness. Let's get it, boy. First pack, we get Secret of the Bandit is kind of a nice pickup, and a Legendary Ocean would be good if we wanted to play some water monsters, but I don't know if I really have any good ones. I don't know, I have to check that out. Pack 2, and we get a second coin toss, so that might go in just as a nice little tech there. Spirit Ryu is kind of a nice dragon monster if we want to go dragons, depending on how many good cards we get. Blast with Chain can be kind of funny as a battle trap just in case, and there's a Woodland Spray. If I can get 1 or 2 more of these, then it's gonna be a pretty funny time. Alright, pack 4, we get a lot of spells, oh my goodness. So we got the second Woodland Sprite at least, and a Wingbeat of Giant Dragon is basically a Heavy Storm if you have a level 5 or higher dragon type monster in your graveyard. So that is honestly not a bad pickup at all. Pack 5, I'm not really seeing a lot in this one, unfortunately. Go ahead and just skip on to pack 6. Still not really anything worth talking about. Now, Magic Reflector could be kind of neat. It would at least protect our continuous magic cards, which, I mean, I guess we have Snatch Steel for now, maybe an equip spell. I might throw one in as a tech if we have a couple continuous spells, but I'm not really super into that right now. Happy to see the bottomless. That guy is coming in nice. Really nothing there. Pack 10, we do get the dragon dwelling in the cave. It's a 2000 defense point monster and a confusion summon into another card, but I'm not really looking for that right now. Pack 11, and there's our third Woodland Sprite at least. I don't think I've gotten any hollows this set. Saving it all for the last half, I guess. Speaking of which, this is half of the deck right here. And yep, hopefully we get a better second half because all I'm getting is a bunch of dang commons.
Pack number 13, over halfway. Patrician of Darkness is funny if I happen to have any Pyramid Turtle. Does Pyramid Turtle, has he already come out yet? Regardless, I think maybe it's either in the next set, but Pyramid Turtle plus this is a pretty funny combo, so maybe I can make that work next episode. Pack number 14, and oh, actually, that's hot. Royal Oppression, that's actually pretty hot. I don't know if it's good right now, but it definitely will be good in Invasion of Chaos with the Chaos monsters and their special summoning, and we can negate it with this Royal Oppression. Pack number 15, Shadow Tamer's pretty alright. That's about it. I guess we'll just have to move on. Pack number 16, Blast with Chain, actually something I needed. It's a battle trick, kind of trap equip card. It'll definitely come in handy. I don't think Isaac's gonna be expecting anything like this. Pack number 17. Ooh. Yata-garasu. This opens up possibilities. I might be able to unlock the potential of the Yata lock. in this series. This might be something I can do. I don't think Isaac is ever going to buy yata-garasu, so pulling it now is absolutely amazing. Pack number 18, and we continue the streak of not getting anything good, but I think the potential that I get from this set might outweigh the actual cards that I am pulling. So we're coming up on the last few packs. Other than the Yata and the couple bottomlesses, this box has been pretty disappointing, but that's not the point. We're here for hidden potential, so let's finish these out strong and see what we can get. Another Royal Oppression, that's pretty good. Continuing on with the pack number 22, Magic Reflector, I think that's like my 5th copy. 23, we get Octopus. That's pretty interesting. 1800, 1700. And coming up on the last pack here, let's see what we get. We get the 3rd bottomless. That's actually not bad. Realistically, I wish I could have gotten some of the ultra rares from this set to really make like a pretty cool warrior deck. I think like Reinforcement of the Army and Marauding Captain came in here. Yeah, I got what I wanted. I got what I needed. A little bit extra on top. And see you in the deck building section.
Oh boy. Second half, anything. Fatal Abacus could be kind of funny, but hard to pull off. We got a Royal Oppression. That's pretty interesting. A Dragon's Gunfire is pretty good if we want to go for a dragon deck, and then a Bark of the Dark Ruler. Not horrible. I'm okay with that pack. Lots of good low rarity cards at least. Another Legendary Ocean, so I think that makes 2. Pack 16 and still not a single dang holo. I swear my box luck is absolutely garbage. Okay, here's something. We finally get one holo. It's a super rare Exiled Force. Definitely a decent card. I feel like he'll be better once 2002 rotates out, because I already have tons of removal and that's a lot better than him, but we'll have to see. Pack 19 and we get a Luster Dragon number 2, which is it's a 1 tribute 2400 attack monster, which is kind of nice. So if we play a dragon deck, he's gonna be making it in. The second Royal Oppression, that card's crazy, absolutely insane. Pack 20 got whole lot of nothing. 21 gets a Spear Dragon. Hey, this dragon deck might be coming together after all. He does piercing battle damage, I believe. And does he have a second effect? Yes, gets changed to defense position at the end of the damage step if it attacks. But you know what? I'm alright with that. He's beefy, being 1900, 4-star anyway. Last couple packs here. Anything at all worth talking about. Nothing there. Although we got the 3rd Legendary Ocean for water monsters if we so choose. Second coin toss, I don't think I really put more than 1 in. I think that's the 3rd Dragon Growling in the Cave. Lastly, we got not anything there really. Alright, well, I'm adding it to the collection, and I mean, like, there's some fun tech stuff in here. I might just go out balls to the walls crazy for this. Anyway, I got like 3 holos in the entire 24 packs. That's exactly what I would expect. Anyway, let's pass it off to Cody to look at his deck.
Welcome back to my side of the table, and this is probably the most interesting concept for a deck that I think I've thought of, but it's also pretty much the same deck, just because with all the familiar cards that have just been played in every single iteration of this deck since the beginning. Real quick, a brief overview of what I'm trying to do here is the only recruiter that I have that's any good right now that I have the 3 of is Giant Rat. With that being said, it basically means that I can really only really get any use out of it if I have any Earth monsters. So I decided, why not invest in Earth? Invest in the future. Invest in Gaia until it gets hit by a giant meteor. Yeah, I'm playing big Earth piercing. I'll go ahead and go through the card by card of this 42 card monstrosity. The first of which is that being Dark Zebra. It's probably the strongest earth monster that we have that's normal summonable. Its downside of having to be placed in defense position if it's the only card I control is negligible, because cards I control count face downs, other monsters, the field spell. So I don't have it, and when it's buffed by 500, that puts it, I believe, at 100 above Jirai Gumo, which Isaac is probably definitely going to be on, but also Gumo is an Earth. I didn't think that through. I mean, it doesn't matter, because if his Gumo's buffed, I have a counter to that in the form of Magic Cylinder, so if he tries to attack me, he'll lose half his life points and then take even more damage from a buffed up Gumo. Anyway, if it's equipped with Fairy Meteor, it makes it the biggest Earth piercing that I can do other than Gumo, which hopefully I don't have to rely on too much. The next card is Giant Rat. It is the Earth Recruiter. It can basically get itself and Karate Man. I kind of need it to be a little bit of graveyard fuel for another card. And also, with Gaia Power on the field, it becomes a 1900, which, other than Zombira and Gumo, Isaac doesn't really have like a clean out to in terms of monsters that can beat over. So he'll have to use Spell and Trap monster removal to get rid of a 1900 attack rat. That sounds pretty good to me. I got the one Jinzo. It is by far the best tribute summon that I have so far, and if it can shut down Isaac's Imperial Order, even better. I got the two Jirai Gumo as basically the strongest attack normal summonable monster. I still do not like this downside of paying half my life points, but it's becoming more and more enticing to just go for it, especially when it becomes a 2700 that I can just, and then also have piercing on top of that with the Fairy's Meteor. It's becoming that much more enticing to go in with the Gumo. I have the one Karate Man as the substitute rat target. It also kind of plays around Gravity Bind if Isaac decides to go on that. And then hopefully if I go through all my rats and then the Karate Man. Generally, I actually kind of want to just be tributing him off for like a Jinzo or an Amphibian Beast. It's basically just there to be a level 3 at the end of the line of the rats. I got the one Magician of Faith. I thought, basically, I don't want to be setting a whole lot anymore. Isaac's just been getting more and more aggressive. Nobleman of Crossout is also a hell of a card too, and it really like ruins my strategies of trying to get my spell cards back. So I bumped it down to 1 so that I can just search it with a Sangan or a Witch and then to get the spell card that I need versus just getting a spell card or getting Nobleman. I got 2 Sangan as generic searching for basically mostly Rat, Witch, and Karate Man. I got 2 the Rock Spirit. Isaac in the last episode actually had an idea that I didn't think of because he was playing the Aqua Spirit, and I'm like, oh, well, I have Giant Rat. I'll play the Rock Spirit. That's just 1700 on a special summon that I can then potentially tribute for like a Jinzo. Yeah, that sounds really good to me. 2 Witch of the Black Forest to basically search the rest of my monsters like Dark Zebra, Sangan, the Rock Spirit, Jinzo, Gumo. Basically searches everything in my deck except for Amphibian Beast, which is my counter to Isaac's Beast of Talwar, or if he gets a Jinzo himself. Confiscation to look at his hand and rip a card out. Hopefully, I'd be aiming for the Imperial Order. Dark Hole for a board wipe, Raigeki for a board wipe. Fairy Meteor Crush, I'm going with still Isaac putting stuff in defense position when he first starts out. So if I can summon an Earth monster with Gaia Power and then Pierce to start dealing that damage early game, that's really good to me. The one Heavy Storm for mass back row wipe. The one Dust Tornado for targeted back row wipes, specifically the Imperial Order is what I hope to use it on. 1 Monster Reborn, 3 Pot of Greed, a Snatch Steal, Swords of Revealing Light. Blast with Chain is kind of a battle trick and then also an equip that, if destroyed, I can destroy a card on his field, which is really good. I wish I pulled more of it. I might consider getting more because this might be like a surprise to Isaac if he tries to go in on like my little wimpy dudes and then doesn't realize I've got Blast with Chain. 2 bottomless trap hole. I have 3. I am going to try 2 for now because I don't see him summoning monsters with more than 1500 attack that often. I also have a normal trap hole, but it just gets super outclassed by the bottomless, so I don't see the point in running the regular trap hole anymore. So I'm just going to go with the bottomless for now. I got 2 fairy box. I was running 3 in the last episode, but I don't think I need 3 anymore. I think 2 is fine, especially now that I'm going to be main decking the magic cylinders to basically protect myself from attacks. That essentially is the primary purpose of fairy box. And with Isaac having heavy storm, definitely having 2 and 2 is preferable to having 3 of one and then having to continually pay 500 when realistically maybe I don't need it more than the one time, and then I can just go with the cylinders for the rest. And then the last card I have is the Torrential Tribute. It's basically my 3rd board wipe. Isaac almost summons a monster every turn, and if I can destroy his field and then potentially destroy my field when I got a Sangan and a Witch or something like that, he's definitely not going to play around this until games 2 and 3. So hopefully I can catch him off guard when he tries to summon a monster to go for game and I blow up his whole board. In the side deck, I decided to, if this earth piercing strategy doesn't work, I'm going to side into a more, I guess, traditional build for myself, such as like adding in Kaiku, the second Magician of Faith, some Tornado Birds to essentially, if I need to really go heavy on that back row hate, especially if he's playing burn, I can bounce him back to his hand and then start bouncing, say, like a Solemn Wishes and a Chain Energy or Toll back to his hand at the same time, and then start doing my plays. Yata-garasu, because if I can pull this off, it's like an instant win. If he has no cards in hand or like 1 card in hand that I know is useless, and I start yataing him, that's the end of the game right there. Zombira to trade out of like a Rock Spirit, so that I don't have to run 2 if I decide that Earth isn't strong enough. Nobleman of Extermination for back row. Tailor of the Fickle in case Isaac goes back to continue playing equip spells. I can definitely take use of those with my Earth Beats if Earth Beats ends up working. The 2 Magic Drain in the Solemn to basically stop any of his more powerful spells, Change of Heart, Raigeki, and the like. And then 2 of my own Solemn Wishes. If Isaac continues to play burn, I want to be able to equalize the game state so that I don't lose to burn and that he also doesn't win by just having an absurd amount of life points over the course of 20 turns. So yeah, that's the deck. Hopefully this little change up brings me good fortune, and that the power of Gaia Earth and Fairy Meteor Crush brings me the ultimate power. I'll see you all in the duel room.
So welcome to my deck, and these cards consist of Cody's Tears from the last game, which have dropped off his face and become my deck. We're going a heavy water-based strategy here, dude. A Legendary Ocean, which calls itself Umi, and all water monsters on the field gain 200 attack and defense, which is okay, but you reduce the level of all water monsters on the field and in both players' hands by 1, which means we have these 5-star monsters which we can get out with a single normal summon without having to tribute it. It's going to be really cool, and Deep Sea Warrior is generally going to be the payoff because it is unaffected by any spell cards. It will prevent him dying from Raigeki or Snatch Steal. Basically, Cody has to out a Legendary Ocean in order for him to beat over Deep Sea Warrior, unless he just has a higher attack monster. Which, I mean, with Legendary Ocean he becomes 1800, I believe, so it's going to be easier said than done. Anyway, to start off, we got 2 Aqua Spirits. Just a good special summon. by banishing one monster from the graveyard. That's a water type, which we have lots of water types. We have the one catapult turtle, the mad lad, I'm gonna get him off eventually. 2 deep sea warrior, 3 Jiraiya. He's still just a big boy. I could wall up with him. He's been good to me. The magician of faith, 3 mother grizzlies, a revival jam. He's alright. Sangan, amphibian beast, I swapped him out with the beast of Talwar because he gets that 200 attack point boost. And a high tide Gyojin. I was thinking of putting more of him in place of Jiraiya, but at most he's 1850, which is good enough to beat over some things, but not everything. I think he's a little more situational, so I just have the one of him. 3 legendary ocean. I was also thinking of putting in a magic reflector in order to protect one, but I'd prefer to see the 3 legendary ocean, and the deck is already tight as it is. I think I'll be alright. The change of heart, the confiscation, the delinquent duo. I'm pretty sure Cody is back on putting snakes in his side deck, so I think delinquent duo in the main deck for the first game is gonna work out. Heavy storm, we got the mage power, it can help us beat over whatever the hell. Nobleman of Crossout, good card. Nobleman of Extermination is a good card. I just really want to get rid of Cody's 2 magic cylinders. So scared of those. Offerings to the Doomed in place of pretty much any other targeted removal. I wasn't seeing Fissure, and even then, I think for the most part it wasn't going to be very applicable. So just Offerings to the Doomed as a quick play spell is great. 3 Pot of Greed, 1 Raigeki, 1 Snatch Steel, 3 Upstart Goblin, 1 Call of the Haunted, an Imperial Order, Magic Drain, and Mirror Wall and Tornado Wall. Now I have these 2 cards in here to basically help facilitate a more defensive kind of style of play in order to prevent Cody from completely wiping me out at some stages of the game. I was thinking of putting 2 Mirror Wall in here just because it's a really good card, but honestly, I'm scared of Cody's Nobleman of Extermination, and so I think I'm gonna have Mirror Wall and Tornado Wall like separately. That way if he nabs one, he can't nab the other. Anyway, I think the side deck is where this is going to truly get really fun. I'm definitely going into this for game 2 regardless of if I win or not, and it is going to be a burn strategy like you have never seen. First we got Fire Princess. Each time you gain life points, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Okay, she's a super rare that I pulled 2 of, so you know, might as well play her. Kizetai. When an opponent's monster attacks this face-down defense position monster, it attaches itself to it as an equipped card, and you gain life points during each of your opponent's standby phases. So if they attack into Kizetai, it comes back around to your turn, throw down a Fire Princess, and pass it on to your opponent, then you're going to gain their life points while inflicting 500 to your opponent. I think it's really stupid but really funny. Black Pendant as a way to buff up Fire Princess and also inflict 500 points of damage just in case. A remove trap in case Cody is on Royal Oppression, which the side deck is able to get around Royal Oppression, but the main deck isn't. So Swords of Revealing Light to stall out the game. And here are the other really funny cards. Got Bad Reaction to Samochi. So whenever an effect is activated to increase your opponent's life points, it deals them that same amount of damage instead. Which, if you even just look at the main deck here, we have 3 Upstart Goblins. They give your opponent 1,000 each. We have a Snatch Steal, which gives them 1,000 every turn. So I think having Bad Reaction to Smochi would be pretty cool just normally, but I got a couple cards here that is going to be. Got a second Magic Drain just to get Cody off of Heavy Storm and whatnot. 2 Solemn Wishes to also activate Fire Princess. If you have both Solemn Wishes, Bad Reaction to Samochi, and Fire Princess on the field, then 1 Upstart Goblin draws you a card, gains you 500 life points, and inflicts 1,000 damage to your opponent, which makes Upstart Goblin an amazing card. Of course, it's a 3-card combo, but man, I'm really hoping to see something like that. And lastly, the Eye of Truth. Your opponent must keep their hand revealed. It's a one-way street, and once per turn during their standby phase, if they have a spell in their hand, they gain 1,000 life points. So if I have an Eye of Truth along with a bad reaction to Samochi on the field, hence why I'm playing 3 of this card, then it will incentivize Cody to basically set all of his spells, which will make them easy heavy storm material. And honestly, like, I don't know, I think this deck is gonna be so fun. After the 3P, I'm ready to just experiment and have some good, interesting plays here. So even if this does bad, I'm not regretting this at all. Better bring your A game, Cody, because I'm about to wipe your butt with your own tears. Cody, my dude, you better have brought your A game. These are gonna be some games, I swear.
At this point, I need to bring my A game because I don't want to be the loser anymore. I don't want to be in this position.
Well, you do definitely have a chance to make a comeback this episode, but we'll see how well you do. How'd your pools go? Do you like your pools?
I didn't. If I had one thing to say about them is that it's filled with potential.
Yeah, I get you. That makes sense. I did a test pull for this before, like, committing to it, and you're lucky I didn't actually pull that test pull, dude, because I got some cards in there that I would have really liked, but that's all right.
You should have just recorded over and just said, this is the one I'm using. It just, like, voiced over what you were doing.
Yes, true, just mime it.
Let's get into these games. I'm actually really excited. I've been thinking about this, and I've decided that it's time for you to go down. Oh.
I don't know about that, boy. I'm coming up on paper, going second, baby. Let's get this going. Getting that extra card.
I really thought Rock would help me this time around. That's unfortunate. But this hand isn't. I'm gonna go ahead. Going first, I'm gonna activate Pot of Greed.
Always nice to see.
Always nice to greed.
Hello, sir.
Oh.
Nice to greet you.
Those were definitely cards, so I'll go ahead and normal summon a Jirai Gumo. I will set a card and pass turn.
That do be making sense. I'll go ahead and start my turn. Ooh boy. I'll go to my main phase and I will greet you as well.
It's greed to meet you. I hope you get good greed.
I do be greedy. Do be very, very greedy here. I'm gonna start by setting a card, and I don't really want to show you what I got yet, so I'm gonna pass turn.
All right, that's fine. Go standby main. I'll go ahead. Normal summon Giant Rat. I will
attack Gumo into the face down, no balls.
I will not Gumo into the face down. I will go to battle and I'll hit the rat into the face down.
That's fine. It's a Mother Grizzly. Grizzly search.
There goes Mother Frizzly and it's Ursa School Bus.
It do be Ursa School Bus.
I was actually thinking about puns for your cards the other day.
Oh, yeah? I guess that Gumo thing really got you going on this.
Yeah, I've decided to stop doing Gumo and I'm going to start moving on to other stuff.
Nice.
How badly do I want to attack that Grizzly? I don't. I'm going to go to main 2 and then I go ahead and pass the turn.
Alright, you got it. Draw to start. I'm not disappointed to see it. Stand by main. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I think I want to at least get my own Gumo on the field. That's probably a good thing to do. And I will activate a Legendary Ocean.
Oh, we're on this nonsense.
Making my Mother Grizzly 1600 attack, baby. I'll go to my battle phase and attack into your giant rat.
Oh, we're on Umi water nonsense.
Yes!
I'll trigger the rat, grab another rat.
I figured. I'm not gonna Jirai here though. I'm gonna go main 2 and pass.
Ugh.
Out this board, I bet you can't.
I probably can. It just depends on how lucky am I feeling. Not too lucky. I will go ahead. This is fine. Okay, so I'll go ahead and normal summon Dark Zebra.
Ooh, you got the Dark Zebra out here. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna be Z-booing. I'll go ahead, enter battle, and I'll zebra into the Ursa Minor.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and trigger Mother Grizzly. I will nab... Alright, this is gonna be really funny.
Ooh,
Revivals
what?
jam. We jamming, baby.
Wow, you really do be bringing jam to this party. Go ahead, take your 200 damage for the Ursa battle.
Yeah, my bad. I got too excited with the jam.
I'll go to main 2. I'll go ahead and just activate swords past turn.
Activating swords. Alright. Draw, standby main. Does it work? Hold on. Ruling question.
Oh, are you looking it up? And I thought you were going to ask me.
No, sorry. Yeah, no.
I thought you were like, ruling question. All right, yeah, go for it.
Don't want you to see this.
And then you just silent.
Okay. This does work. I will normal summon. You ready for this?
Yep.
A deep sea warrior. I'll go to my battle phase. I'll attack into giant rat.
I have a response to your deep sea warrior. Boink! Bottomless trap hole.
Bottomless. That is a spell or a trap card, so that does actually work. That's alright. That's sad, but it's alright.
Yeah, that deep sea warrior ain't earning a paycheck now.
It really do not be. I'll pass turn.
Alright, so let's turn 1 on swords.
Yeah.
And oh boy, I just drew greed!
Another one.
And another one. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Farrier Meteor Crush.
Okay.
And equip it to the Dark Zebra. I'm gonna go ahead, activate Snatch Steel, target the Jurai Gumo.
Whoa. Okay.
Go to battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna declare a Gumo attack. And I'm gonna call heads. Alright, I lose life points. What
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so let me think if I want to activate Revival Jam here. So I'm going to be taking, say you attack with everybody. 18 plus 22 is 4,000, plus 14 is 5,400, plus, what is it, 700? So that'd be 6,100. Technically, I could pay for Revival Jam. I don't know if it's good to pay for Revival Jam, though. Man, it probably isn't. Nah, he's going to grave.
Alright, so you will take the damage for that. Alright, we'll hit in 14 for the Rattata. We'll hit in the 18 for the Zeb. And then I'm going to go ahead and declare Gumo attack, calling heads.
Okay. Oh my god. Gumo likes me, buddy. Oops, 200.
What is
oh
this?
Boy.
What is half of this?
1950.
1950. I go to main 2, and I'll set 1, set 2, pass the turn here.
Okay. We'll see what we can do here. That's probably my only option here as far as not dying.
Oh, don't forget to gain 1,000 life points
Yeah,
for loaning me your Gumo.
I do appreciate it, and that Gumo's doing me good because now I'm at more life points than you for some reason. Alright, stand by main. So let's do this. I'll go ahead and banish a Mother Grizzly. I will special summon Aqua Spirit.
Aqua Spirit, huh?
Yep.
Alright, I will, on the summon of Aqua Spirit, I'll go ahead and bottomless it.
You're putting a lot of bottomlesses in there. I guess I'll normal summon a Jirai. I don't think there's any way for me to do anything here. My hand kind of isn't great. It's alright.
It's alright. Let's turn 2 on swords. Yeah, I don't think you got anything to do anything. I'm gonna go ahead, go stand by main. So I go into main phase. I'm gonna banish a giant rat, special summon a guy. All right.
Yeah, okay,
now
there
that
it is.
now that the game has decided it's okay for me to win now, I summon the rock spirit.
Yep, you are good.
I'm gonna go to the battle phase. I'm gonna crash a Gumo, and I'm gonna call heads. All right, cool. I lose half my life points again.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
You don't even
And then
need the Gumo luck.
And I'll go ahead and hit your face with Dwayne.
17.
Oh, I should have done it in another order. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and rat attack for game. I wanted to kill you with Dwayne.
Aw, no worries. We're good. We're good. You got that. I don't know how you did it, but it freaking wrecked me. Oh my god.
Yeah. I guess all I had to do was just believe in the power of Mother Earth and then also summon giant spiders and not be afraid to attack with them.
True. That was pretty good. That was definitely really good. Okay, I'm gonna go second again, though. I do think that extra card is gonna be nice.
Yeah, I think it'll be definitely an important factor for you. So I'll go into the main phase here. I will normal summon Zombira the Dark. Set 1, set 2, set 3, and you're up.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and draw to start. Standby main. I'm gonna start by setting 1. I'll set 2, and I will pass it there.
Alright, a Humble Tea. Standby main. I'll go ahead and normal summon a Witch of the Black Forest. Attempt to enter battle. I will attack Zombira into the face down.
Alright. That would be a Sangan, so I'll get the search real quick, if you don't mind.
That is okay. And I will put a counter on Zombira to indicate that he has lost 200 attack points.
Just nab a Mother Grizzly here.
I'm gonna go ahead and Witch Curse you for 11.
Magic Cylinder. Oof. No, you're good.
Alright, we'll enter main phase 2, and I'll pass turn there.
That sounds good. Alright, standby main. I kinda wanna just get something going here. So if you don't mind, I'll normal summon a Jirai Gumo.
Normal Gumo?
Yeah, just a normal Gumo.
I will bottomless the Gumo.
Alright, he do get banished.
Spider pit. Spider pit.
Alright, I think I need to do this now. I'm going to activate an Upstart Goblin.
Upstart is A-okay by me.
I will chain
Huh?
bad reaction to Samochi.
Oh, you do that, huh? Alright. Okay, that's fine.
I will draw a card.
And burn me for 1,000.
I will activate Nobleman of Extermination, targeting this middle one here.
I really didn't want to do that. I guess that's good that you picked this one. I'll go ahead, activate Blast with Chain, target the witch.
Okay, gotcha. You are good with that. In that case, I will also activate Raigeki.
I will activate Magic Drain.
I will toss Black Pendant.
Alright, so that will resolve. Magic Drain is gone. Blast with Chain won't go. I'll lose my Witch and my Zomb. And I will go ahead and trigger the Witch. What do I want off this Witch? I guess I'm going to go ahead and pull... I'll pull the Jinzo out of the deck.
You got the Jinzo? That's fine. Alright, now that everything's resolved, finally, oh my god,
Yeah.
main 2. I don't really have anything else here. I used my summon on... Yeah, we're good.
Used it on the Goom.
Yeah.
Alright, standby main, I will normal summon Zebra. Battle phase, I will take you to the zoo for 18.
That is fine.
Main 2, I'll pass the turn.
Alright, I'll go ahead and draw to start. Standby main. Okay. I know this isn't really gonna come in handy just yet, but I will set 1, I will set 2, I will pass here.
Fair enough. I'll draw. Standby phase.
During standby, I will activate the Eye of Truth.
Oh.
You must keep your hand revealed. Show me your bad boy. Show me everything you got.
Alright.
And I got the gins.
Let me read here real quick. Okay, that's good. Alright. So, standby phase, you get to see my hand. There you go.
Alright, you got the Jirai and the Dust Tornado. Good to know. You're good.
Alright. Also in the standby phase, my Zebra will go to the defense. I will go to main phase. I will go ahead and tribute the Zebra for the Jinzo.
of course.
I will then attempt to enter battle and hit into the face down.
That is fine. That would be a Mother Grizzly. I'll go ahead and nab another one.
Main 2, I will pass the turn.
Okay. So I'll draw to start, standby main. I'll go ahead and set Mother Grizzly to defense mode here. And I know you got the Jirai, that's kind of scary, but I'll go ahead and pass turn.
You scared of a little spider?
Yeah.
What?
Now, since Jinzo's on the field, so you don't have to worry about Eye of Truth.
Eye of Truth is negated, so I'll go into the main phase. I will go ahead and normal summon the Gumo.
That makes sense.
Enter battle and have the Jinzo attack the Grizzly.
Alright. Grizzly goes to grave. I'll grab another Grizzly.
And I'm feeling lucky, so I am going to declare the Gumo, and I'm going to call heads. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Jirai loves me, my dude.
How does that even work? Oh my god. That's so bad. Alright,
I will have the use Grizzly's effect, though.
Oh, yeah, do that. But
alright.
Man, that sucks.
I cited out the wrong card. That's okay. What else do I got here?
Catapult turtle?
I was looking for Catapult Turtle, but no. Fire Princess, I guess.
Can't summon Fire Princess.
Oh, what am I doing? Oh my god.
It's in the name. What is
I will shuffle my deck.
Yep.
You didn't see that card. What are you doing? My brain. It's not working. I will not search anything off of Mother Grizzly.
Okay.
Standby main.
That's super funny.
Yeah. I guess I'll normal summon Jirai.
Sounds good.
Yeah, this is rough.
Like, it just makes me wonder what 2 cards do you have in your hand that you can't do anything with them?
Yeah, it's kind of rough. I keep thinking about stuff I would want to do, but it just barely doesn't work. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pass turn here.
An honorable move.
I don't know about that.
I'll go standby main. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and attempt battle and swing the Jinzo into the Gumo.
Yeah, I'll take 200.
And then I'll go ahead and declare the Gumo, and I'm gonna call heads again. Please work this time.
Oh my god.
What's half of 35?
1750.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got a main 2. I'll set 2 cards and pass.
Alright, draw to start. Standby main. I gotta do what I can to protect my life points, I guess. Jeez, this is rough. I'll set a card. I'll activate Change of Heart.
Ooh, what you taking?
Targeting Jinzo.
Alright, yeah, you can have the Jins.
Alright.
Change control.
Battle phase. I'll go ahead and attack into Jirai for 200.
I take it.
Made 2. This is not good. I'll just pass there. You can get Jinzo back.
Alright. Any normal summonable monster does it. That'll do it. Go standby main. I will go ahead. Normal summon. Giant rat.
Giant rat, he says.
Okay, so this puts me in a little bit of predicament. You're out of Grizzlies. The only thing I can think of that will keep me off of game here is that if this is the 4-star Ladybug of Doom, and if I hit it with the Jinzo first. I will go ahead, enter battle. I will attack the giant rat into the face down.
It is actually a Fire Princess, so you'll take 100 points of damage there.
Wow. How does that happen? Okay.
I don't know, man.
So I will hit into the Fire Princess with the Jinzo.
Yeah.
Feels bad, and I'll go ahead and pass the turn.
Okay, I'll draw to start. Wow. Standby main. Oops. I'll set 2 cards. Pass turn.
Uh-huh. Now I'm scared. Standby. Main phase. Battle phase? Attack with Jinzo.
You got it.
Wow. What a set. Oh, baby.
Oh my god, that's the first 2-0.
It's clobbering time.
Okay. Wow. I thought I wasn't sure if I didn't like think I was gonna win with this deck, but I was hoping to at least do better.
You didn't play a bad deck purposefully so that you could be funny if you won and then be like, oh, I'm gonna give Cody a nice easy ball here, easy pitch.
I did legitimately try to make these decks good. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I was trying to go for like interesting combo plays for sure. As you can see with Bad Reaction and Eye of Truth, I got Call of the Haunted, but obviously Jinzo.
Yeah.
This is rough.
Yeah, I think exactly Jinzo turned off the combo that you had going. Realistically, if at any point in the game, but before I get Jinzo, that's actually a dirt nasty combo.
Yeah.
you get to see my hand and then burn me for 1,000.
Yes, Jinzo
like
was
really
exactly
good.
the out in that situation. Because if you didn't have him, I could have called the Haunted and what's the other one that I used? Change of Heart, and that would have basically been game.
Yeah.
But nope, just because I didn't have access to my traps, nothing. That's all good though.
Yeah. So you ended up deciding to play like water burn?
My first deck was water based, and I really wanted to try to get that going, especially with that Deep Sea Warrior, because when Umi's on the field, he's unaffected by spells. So I thought that'd be a really good out to like Snatch Steel and Raigeki and Tribute to the Doomed. But it obviously bottomless trap hole. You pulled a lot of them.
I do pull a lot. My deck went through a bit of a change to fit to be actually kind of similar to the first one that you played. Is that I'm playing Gaia Power.
Oh dang! That could be good.
Yeah, so
Buffs
I'm
up them
playing
giant rats.
Yeah, buffs up Rat, and then I was also playing the Fairy Meteor Crush, so I was playing Blessed Earth Pierce Through Your Defense.
That's right. Man, that's crazy. Unfortunately, Fairy Meteor Crush didn't get a chance to shine. It just kind of sat there on the field.
It was played.
It was technically played. But yeah, this deck that I currently have was, I had Fire Princess, and the other cards was
Solemn Wishes.
Yep, Solemn Wishes. And I got one other card here for this play. Gazette.
I looked at this card. I actually legitimately considered this.
Yep. And I thought it'd be amazing in this deck with the Fire Princess and Bad Reaction to Smochi, and one Upstart Goblin if you have Fire Princess, Bad Reaction on the field with Solemn Wishes. Then it basically, yes, it's a 4-card combo, but you draw a card, you gain 500 life points, you burn for 1,000. And I thought that'd be crazy to pull off. And you saw the Bad Smochi Upstart combo, but
that is just that's dirty.
Yeah, I kind of deserve to lose after playing all these cards.
So what did you pick up from your card buys?
This is gonna be a little weird. But I got a Mage Power.
Oh.
I thought it could be pretty interesting.
Wow. Wow, that is 100% not what I thought you were gonna get.
Thought I was gonna get the Torrential.
No.
Oh, what'd you put me on?
MST and Torrential.
Okay.
one or the other.
Yeah. I was kind of like half expecting you to get Torrential, but you usually don't go for the big powerful cards. So I'm not really sure what you picked up. What'd you get?
I
Torrential.
got a Torrential.
Okay. Yeah. I figured that's the obvious play.
Especially with the rotation, with the Dark Hole and Raigeki.
Yeah.
Torrential is like I think at that point, the best board wipe.
Oh, for sure. 100% it is. I just didn't pick it up in favor of Mage Power because I like being stupid. Yeah, playing fun, stupid things. As you can see.
You're not stupid. You're smart. You won. You got the first 3 in a row. What?
Immediately followed by a 2-0 by you.
Yeah. That's because I stopped being stupid and stopped trying to summon Thousand Eyes Restrict.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, in this format, every card has to be a banger. And when you, like, are trying to manipulate your cards to summon Restrict, then it can be tough. And when you're trying to get a 4-card combo off in a game where you don't have any searching, that's also hard.
Yeah. How did your polls go?
Absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
I got like 3
same.
supers, 2 supers, and 1 ultra in the entire pack.
Realistically, the only thing I got is I got 3 bottomless trap hole.
That is nice. I did get 2 bottomless, I think.
Most of the cards I wanted that I needed came in the rare slot. I actually only got, I think, the 1 hollow.
1 hollow. Wow.
1 hollow. And that 1 hollow is
It
this
was
one.
Yata. Yeah.
Yep.
Man. You got the freaking Yata.
Yeah, that's why I was saying in my opening that this opening basically is just potential.
Yeah, I get ya. Yeah, I mean, like, that's what I mean. When I said I kind of wish I had my first box, my first pack opening was I got the Yata and also a creature swap.
Ooh, yeah, that would have been hot.
Yeah, that would have been very hot, but nope, I didn't really get anything this time, unfortunately. I do have plans for the next episode, and I think that's gonna be a crazy time. Just wait till you see my buys next episode. I already got them planned out. It's gonna be hilarious.
I'm scared.
Obviously, you probably shouldn't be, because if it's anything like this match, it's gonna be funny but bad. But hopefully, it's funny and good. And with that, I will see you in the next episode, personally sitting in that chair, eating your spaghetti. I don't deny it. You're there. Bye.
Bye.